Good morning. It's our third day here in Jordan and we're about to leave Amman. The plan is to go to Madabar City where we're going to see some mosaics, followed by Mount Nebo where Moses viewed the Promised Land for the first time, and finally Shobak Castle. After we leave Shobak Castle, we're going to end up near Petra where we're going to stay for the night and then visit Petra tomorrow. Do you remember where I said we're going? No. No. Madabar City.
Madabar City, and we're going to see some Madagascar.
Madabar City.
Madabar.
Yeah, Madabar. And then we're going to Shobak Castle.
Yeah, and we're going to see some mosaics.
Yeah, mosaics. And then we're going to go to Mount Nebo, where Moses was.
Nemo.
Nebo.
We're going to see Nemo.
Okay. And then we're going to Petra.
St. George's Church in Madabar.
Madabar is most famous for its Byzantine-era mosaic map of the Holy Land that is located on the floor of this church. The 6th century Madabar map depicts parts of the Middle East and contains the oldest surviving original depiction of the Holy Land, especially Jerusalem. As such, it is used heavily for the localization and verification of Bible sites. Although smaller than it was originally, the map is still an impressive 16 meters by 5 meters in size. Where are we?
Mount Nebo.
According to the Bible, Mount Nebo is the place where Moses viewed the Promised Land before he died. It is said that his body may even be buried here. Because of this, the site is very popular for Christian pilgrims to visit. Looking from the viewpoint at the top of the mountain, you can see Jericho, Bethlehem, Jerusalem, and even the Dead Sea. Taking pride of place here is the Moses Memorial Church, which has been a pilgrimage site since the 4th century. It contains some of the best and most well-presented mosaics in Jordan.
Come inside it, we'll fun inside in there. Wherever this place is called Mount Nebo Church.
This used to be a church. This used to be the real roof and stuff. The wall of the church. Yeah, and that's what we're talking about, the old roof. In the year 2000, the Pope planted this olive tree here during the visit to the Holy Land. Did you enjoy Mount Nebo, Matthew?
Yeah.
Yes. Ish. After we left Mount Nebo, we were supposed to drive south towards Shobat Castle. But our driver stopped unexpectedly within a few minutes at the Tree of Life, a mosaic shop that he obviously gets a kickback from. After a very quick tour around by one of their sales team, and viewing some very nice but very expensive works of art, we left without buying anything. Our driver was shocked that we came out so quickly. We then set off on our 3-hour drive towards Shobat Castle. Along the way, we stopped at the Pillars of Jerusalem, a rest stop a little over halfway. Nothing here had prices on, and we didn't know what it was going to cost until we got to the till and were charged an exorbitant amount for it.
It's very fizzy. What were you expecting? Shobat Castle.
It is a bit of a steep walk up from the car park at Shobat Castle, but once you make it to the top, you are greeted with not only an impressive view over the surrounding countryside, but the imposing ramparts. Shobat Castle, or Montreal Castle as it is sometimes known, was built by the Crusaders in the 12th century. We all know you're good at climbing, why don't we? The castle was strategically important as it dominated the main passage from Egypt to Syria. This allowed whoever held the castle to not only tax traders but also those who were on pilgrimages to Mecca and Medina. Excavations at the site did not really start until the late 1990s and is now taking place by an Italian archaeological team.
Should we go down here?
Do you want to go?
Okay.
That's where the hinge of the door used to be for this, and a lump of wood would go from one side to the other. You're doing the twist?
Yeah.
Shall we go back to the car?
Okay.
Finished?
Yeah,
Enjoy the castle?
of
course you did. Of course you did. It was fun.
Please like and subscribe. Oh, there's a car coming.
After Shobat Castle, we were supposed to go straight to our hotel in Wadi Musa, but our driver suggested we go to Little Petra instead as we had made some good time today. The original plan was to spend the morning at Little Petra in 2 days' time before heading north up to the Dead Sea.
We're at Little Petra.
As the name suggests, Little Petra is the smaller sibling of its neighbour to the south, and just like the main Petra, it was built by the Nabateans with the buildings carved into the sandstone canyons. It is part of the Petra Archaeological Park, which means it has UNESCO World Heritage Site status.
Peeing place. There, that stinks.
I think I'm a bit too fat to go through here. You're doing very good, both of you are doing very, very good.
Yeah, that's before we do that. Using that technique, that I think I might use
Yeah, you use that technique as well. Slide on your bum. Well done. No, we're not good at that. Let's go then, yeah.
Little Petra, and we went up a ton of stairs, and now we're going back to the car and we're going to our new hotel. And there's going to be 2 swimming pools in it, one inside and one outside, and we're also going to get dinner when we go there.
Room 403 at the Old Village Resort in Petra. The triple room. TV with a mini bar below it. Toilet, bath and shower, sink, hair dryer, and a lot of toiletries. We did have a bit of an issue checking in. It took absolutely ages. Another group cut in front of us as well while we were checking in, and they continued to check the other group in even though we were there first. Then our original room they gave us was just 2 single beds for the 3 of us, even though obviously we should have had a triple, so we had to complain a little bit, and then we finally got our triple room which we ordered originally. At least the manager was friendly.
Yeah.
Freezing. You get used to it, Holly.
Are you getting used to it?
Yeah. Yeah, that way. So just stay in it and then your body will acclimatise, Holly. Are you cold?
Yeah.
You freezing?
Yep.
I think Holly is. Is it cold, Holly? I think Holly's very cold. And me too. Shouldn't we just go back to the room and then go for dinner? Next time on Travel Shorts Jordan.